Hey guys, Mike from the Off Grid Shop here, and today we're talking about the Delta EcoFlow 1300. Now these are one of my favourite toys. I'm going to talk through some of the specifications and what you can and can't do with these things basically. So the 1300 stands for, it's a 1300 watt hour battery, so that's 1.3 kilowatt hours. Now that's actually the complete size. You can actually use about 80% of capacity of that, so I'll let you work that out with the calculator. We might wait for the description with the link down below. Now they come with some really cool features. On the front side here, there's a screen that tells you everything that's going on, how much energy you're using, how much energy it's got till it's depleted. So if you're pulling a large load of like 1500 watts, it will tell you that it'll pull that load for 40 minutes or whatever it is, like it'll tell you how long it'll actually run that load for, which is pretty cool. Now you've got all the different USB connections on the front. You've got some USB-C connections, just some normal USB-A, and you've also got some USB fast charging opportunities. So if you want to plug in a phone and charge it really fast, if you long as you've got the right cord, you'll be able to do that with these. Cool, so let's pop over to the back here. Now, this is the Australian version, and so it has the Australian plugs on it, depending whereabouts you are in the world, what version you'd be getting. In Australia, we have some crazy rules and regulations. They seem to think electricity is a lot more dangerous in Australia than anywhere else in the world, so we get a different product. Now, the Australian model comes with 4 plugs, where a lot of the overseas international models would actually come with 6 plugs in there, so just check out your country. Now, it's got an 1800 watt inverter in it, so that means that it can pull 1.8 kilowatts or 1800 watts, or pretty much you can turn on a kettle. If you want to see exactly what you can do from this, there's a video link in the description below where I actually run my whole day. I show you cooking my breakfast, cooking my lunch, cooking my dinner, and we even made dessert in that video there to show you what we got away with using these products. If you check out the link in the description below, it'll show you everything we run from the product. Now let's get to the fun stuff, what I really love about this. Now we're an off-grid shop and we love talking about solar, and this is one of my favourite things about this product. The biggest problem I've had over all the years in all the products that we've dealt with off-grid, especially when we're doing caravans, motorhomes and things like that, is that you always had to use a 12 volt panel or a 24 volt panel, and the minute you mention 12 or 24 volt, the price of things go through the roof. So what I love about the Delta, now it's all going to depend on how you use it, what situation you use it in. Now, EcoFlow do have their own panel. You can check them out here. They come with this nice portable case where you can actually fold them up, and if you're using it in where you're going to be traveling and having your vehicle and things like that, I'd highly recommend get yourself one of the flexible panels or one of the foldable panels. Now what I really love about this, if you're using for a cabin or a weekend or something like that, you can actually put a normal house solar panel in, which a lot of these solar generators, you can't put a house solar panel into it. So if you really wanted to use this in a house situation, you'd be required to go out and spend and buy one of the portable panels, which are more expensive because they're designed to be smaller, more efficient, and you can fold up and take them in your car and save less space. Where the thing with this here, you can just buy a typical house panel. You can put up to a 400 watt panel into it. So you can put a 400 watt solar panel into these devices and charge them. You can also just plug them into the wall. So they just come with a typical IEC cord charger where you plug them in. It's another really great feature of the Delta. It charges flat out in about 40 minutes. From dead flat to about 40 minutes, we get about 80% capacity in there. And then we'll put the last 20% in. It takes about 20 minutes to top it up to get it completely full. Now some other options that you do have, you get the cigarette lighter, so when you're driving along in your car you can plug it in. Now the reality with this here is, it's more about the way I use it in my life. I throw it in my car and I make sure it's full when I leave home. So when I plug it into the car, it's about trickling up and keeping the fridge running. I wouldn't recommend trying to charge it off this here. The reality is trying to charge from the cigarette lighter, if this was dead flat and you had nothing on it, would take about 10 hours from the cigarette lighter in your car, so you'd be able to drive it for 10 hours. In the kit they come with the solar panels, so you just basically plug those into your solar panels. I'd highly recommend when purchasing is buying an extension cable so that you can put this in out of the sun and you can put your panels out in the paddock in the sun. So this stays away, over probably under your shade, and the other ones are out in the sun. So the cords that they come with are not very long. I'd highly recommend talking to the company that you're buying from and ask to get an extension so you can actually run them out in the paddock a little bit further. So cool. Guys, any other questions? I'd love to hear in the comments below how you use your Delta on a day-to-day basis. And we're also actually giving one of these away for free. So put in the comments below and make sure you subscribe to the channel to see how we give away one of the smaller one of these. We're giving away a River for free. We've got a bit of a competition going, so make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see what the competition's coming up. Thanks and have a great day.